Here at My Chicken Academia, we have almost 20,000 chickens. And, well, what are we studying? Well, we're trying to find out why the chicken crossed the road. Okay, no, but seriously, this is my chicken farm. We have 5 barns. Each barn, I believe, can hold 5,000 chickens. So that puts us at, what, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 if that other one is full, which it is not. But you guys get the idea. Got a lot of chickens, and we are going to be expanding even farther today. We're going to be buying this piece of land right here next to our farm. We're going to be then building another row set of barns on there. And I'm thinking we might sort out a big, like, grain storage kind of deal. And then we can maybe start, like, bringing in grain from local farmers or something. I don't know. We'll see about that. But let's get to moving forward. So first things first, let's check on the feed. Barn 5's happy. 4 could use a little. 3 a little. 2 a little. 1 a little. So we're going to drive through and get all these chickens fed. We're also going to pick up any of their eggs. Looks like we've not got a lot, so we probably will wait on that until we have more to haul. We have $349,000 in the bank account right now, with about $52,000 worth of eggs. And we do have a $300,000 loan. So we're just slightly positive, but not much. So we're going to have to wait a couple months before we really move forward on anything. We could take out a little bit more of a loan to buy this land and stuff, but we cash flow pretty darn strong. And I would like to avoid the loan if we're going to cash flow as strong as we do. We can afford it. But you know what? If we do take out the loan, then we get in operation with even more sooner, and our income increases only that much more. So, yin and yang. I'm going to think about it for a moment. Before I finish feeding the rest of the barns, I want to pull this truck around off this lot here. This is what we use to haul our eggs around. One of the things we should be looking into building is a proper distribution system, and with all the barns we're going to be getting, we'll have to figure something out with that. I don't know exactly what we're going to do, but I'm sure we'll find a creative solution. We also have all this grass, but I'm just going to ignore it, and we have this grass here, which I guess I should just try to scoop up and sell at some point. But that is just not right now. We have to get the feed done, so I'm going to go around, get all the chickens fed to get us started, and then we are going to, while I do that, I'm going to think about whether or not I want to take a loan, and so we'll see where we go from there. But we might just take the loan and build out the rest. Of course, we might not, because feed might cost us an absurd amount of money here, and we'll see. We'll see. Okay, all the chickens have been fed, and here's what I'm thinking. Before we get to borrowing the money for that and doing that whole thing, I want to make sure we have these barns maxed. There's 3,000 chickens in this barn, and I think there should be probably about 5,000. Yeah, there's 5,000 here. Now, usually I try to let that populate some of it naturally, so I don't have to pay for it, and the rooster, can do its job. But in this regard, the rooster will just continue repopulating to keep us at the 5,000, I guess. Unless they don't die in this game, in which case inform me of that, and I will get rid of the rooster in each barn. But I've been keeping a rooster per barn just in case. Cool. Anyways, I'm going to buy these chickens now, and they're going to cost us nearly $14,000 per load. So hold on to your hats. Filled it up to 4,000. I'm going to let the last 1,000 fill in, because they're just so freaking expensive, dude. But at least that one is much more full. I feel better about that. 238. We have 300 in the loan already. This is another 207 to get this land. We would need another 120 just for the barn, plus another, oh my gosh, a ridiculous amount for the chickens. So, I mean, like, quite literally 400,000 minimum. We could not go cheaper than that. Genuinely. All in, that would still be cheap. It would probably be more like, I don't know, 450,000, maybe even 5. It's hard for me to judge it. I don't want to do the math because I'm lazy. We got 238, so that means In order to do this, I would still also need to be able to feed them, so I didn't factor feed in. You would want to be able to factor that in. That's another, just to get them taken care of for once, that's probably going to be 28,000 just for that. So, whew. Of course, that depends on how many chickens you're able to pick up. Man, regardless, it's going to be expensive. I need to borrow another... Yeah, well, you know what? Frankly, another 450,000 minimum. And we're at 300,000. I don't know if there's a max, what the max is, if it's 500 or if it goes off of our assets. We have a lot of chickens, a lot of barns, we make good money. Maybe that goes up. I don't know. Do we find out just in the name of science? I mean, I'll be able to pay the money off. It's going to be fine. We make a lot of money doing this. As you can see right here. I mean, 240 all the way up to 290. Look at that. That's crazy. There's a 216 in there, but still. Don't mind all the feed payments, though. Those feed payments are what hurt us compared to that loan interest, I guess. All right, we're going to see what we can borrow. We're at 300 now. I need to get... Oh, my gosh. I need to get another, like, 400. Here we go. All right, the max is at 500,000, in case you were curious. On the save mode, yada, yada, that we're on, 500,000. So I have $438,000. Significantly less than what we needed to actually achieve this safely. Now it's raining on my head, I swear. Rain on my parade, why don't you? But there is nothing in there. It's a plowed field, so it'd be perfect time to buy it. It's a plowed field, but it needs plowed. Talk to me, fellas. What's going on there? At least it's kind of fertilized, I guess, you know. Shoot, it needs lime too. Man, rough. Good thing it doesn't really matter for me, I guess. What matters to me is how much it costs. 207. Yeah, that's what I thought. Another 8 acres. What do we have here? We got about 5 acres here, and then we have 8.5 acres going here. That's good. We're gaining a little ground. So we're going to set the barns a little further back, and I think I am going to do a centralized feed system. But that's going to take us down. We'll be able to... My gosh. I can buy the land and I can put a barn on it, but I can't much afford to put anything in the barn. I can, but it's getting dicey. Call me cray-cray, but I think we gotta wait. I really do. I think instead we need to look into equipment a little bit here and see if we can make this simpler, easier, better, something, you know. Something that I could back up would be nice. I don't really want it to be pink. Wasn't really looking for that, but, you know. Fence way too big. Skid steer could be a maybe. That could maybe be useful. Ooh, Ram truck. I'll give me a Ram truck. That backhoe looks kind of nice. Hold on. So does this case. A little too big for us, so don't really have a use for the backhoe, though. Forklift. That's a big old forklift. Manitou right there. Good Lord, she got duals on her? What are we picking up with this thing, boys? This JCB Fast Track actually might be a killer idea. Hold on. 9.9 hours isn't terrible. 159 horsepower. That might not be a bad idea. Also, this little front loader. I would dig this. I would dig that. Yeah. Let me think about this. Let me slow down time while I think about this. Current vehicles, we got the Deutz-Fahr. We've been using that like crazy. 230 horsepower, got great power on it. Needs fixing. Does need fixing, but it's got decent value, and it's been good to us so far. It's got 30 hours on her, though. Whew. We got a Farm Tech trailer. No, I hate how it backs up. It holds a good amount, so I got to keep it. That we just bought and I like to use, so keep it. That's good. Keep it. That's good. Keep it. Okay, you know what? Boys, the Deutz-Fahr has been good to us, but I think it's time. You know, I think it's time. I don't even think, I mean, I could fix it up, get a little bonus on it. I think I just sell it right here, right as is for 32. We've served it. It served its purpose, and we've done good with it. So let's say goodbye to the Deutz-Fahr. It's been a good one, and it's a different decision, of course. But you know what? I'm excited to see how this plays out, and I'm actually going to put road tires on that sucker even because what we're mainly working on, we're not doing a lot of field work right now, and if I need to, I can switch it over. 44, let's go ahead, pick it up. Okay, do we want this little guy right here? It's going to be 33 for it. This one's electric. Oh, wasn't expecting that. I could actually get by with electric. I'm not going to lie to you. We won't have to fill it up. Hey, I might make an executive decision and go ahead and roll with that. I'm kind of curious, dude. I'm not gonna lie. Bigger battery is a lot more money. We ain't gonna do that. Yeah, I'm gonna say that this is all right. I mean, we'll probably end up using an auto load thing more, but it's still good and nice to have one of these type of deals around. Last thing I think we're gonna buy is probably one of these right here, pallet forks. Pretty sure this one is gonna work on it. It says pallet fork. Should be just be normal. It doesn't say it's like for one specific type or anything. We could do this pallet fork too. What's this one for? See, it doesn't say either. $1,000 or $500. Well, hey, $500. Okay, sold. Do you work on there though? You're not gonna believe this, but it ain't gonna work on there. I don't have a choice. I'm gonna have to buy me a different one. You serious? Front loader tools. Huh. Was that a telehandler? Well, that one was. Okay. Was it a skid steer? Yeah. Well, we don't get to be lucky. It is what it is. Let's go ahead. Get our all butt. $1,700. Must be a nice all butt. All right. Check it out. We have a JCB Fast Track now. It has 9.9 hours on it. It is significantly less horsepower, but we don't need crazy horsepower for what we do. Was there anything else I needed to haul back with me right now? I would like an easy way to take eggs around, like from the facility into the distribution storage. Well, unfortunately not a good solution for us. Could get a trailer to haul that thing up to home. I'm just gonna have to drive it. I don't want to buy a trailer. It is what it is. Let's open up the JCB and see how fast she goes. Dude, check it out. We are going 40 miles an hour in our tractor right now. Ain't that gonna be convenient? See, there's a reason I got this. I was like, ooh, hold on. This thing has got a big, fast road gear on her. We do a whole lot of driving down the road, at least in my experience now. Not as much as we had in the beginning, but still, I feel like this is going to be a good option with 20 less hours. Yeah, I seriously dig how much this thing boogies. It is wickedy fast, dude. Holy. All right, that's all the changes we're going to make here. I'm going to speed up time, get us to the next day, get us a little more money, and we're going to make a little bit more progress. It is now April, and we have $385,000 in the bank account. And, well, as you can see, a lot more eggs to go through here. We're actually going to get probably a load out today. We do, as well, of course, need to feed the chickens. Always need to feed the chickens. So we're going to do that first with the JCB Fast Track, and then we'll move on to hauling some eggs today. Hopefully this little dude gets around just as easy as our other guy. We'll see. All right. We are going to load up with... Ooh, am I going to get over there far enough? Yeah. We're going to load up with some feed. It's going to cost us a good $20-some thousand per load. And it's going to take multiple loads, but, you know, each barn about half full. These chickens sure eat a lot. I'm not going to lie to you. This JCB actually works fantastic. I love this thing, dude. This is perfect. I can see so easily back here and in the front, and it's fast. The only thing, it don't have like a ton of power, but we don't need a ton, so we're all right. Here we go. Dumping away, getting that barn filled up. We'll see how much they take. Probably all of it, half of it, almost all of it. Ooh, yep, 41%. That should be about the same for most barns, which means I really should fill up again before topping this barn off. But let's try. Let's give them a little. There we go. Get them dumped, and barn 5 is full. Barn 4 is pretty darn close, but not full, like I said it would be. So it's going to take another one. Oh boy. We're going to do another 2, maybe even 3 loads yet out of all this. All right, we are just about done. We are going to top off barn 1 right here, just one more time, and they will be all fed. Then we need to get a lot of this stuff all cleaned up. It's kind of a mess. I need to get an actual storage facility, and oh, there's a lot. My goodness, holy, calm down, buddies. Is it raining that bad out? Gee, I mean, it's really raining. Pretty dark out, too. Big old storms coming through on April. April showers, bring May flowers, boys. Don't forget it. All right, that's about all I'm going to fill up right here, about 46-ish%. I don't know how much it actually needs, but I'm just going to top it off as much as I can. Now that we have the chickens taken care of, at least... Ooh, 1%. I had 1% extra. Wow. At least for now. We have $293,000. It's $207 to buy that, which means we would not have any money left over to continue feeding chickens. Not a good situation to be in. But what we can do is sell the eggs we do have. Right now, we have $311,000 worth of eggs at the bakery. That's where they want it to sell, the bakery. I don't think I've ever sold at the bakery. Oh, that's not too bad of a drive. So we'll just, wish I could head that direction easier, man. I think I know how I can make it work. We're just gonna have to, yeah, okay. I got a plan. We're gonna get loaded up here real quick. I'm not gonna make you sit through all of that. It won't take us too long. We're going to go get these eggs sold at the bakery. We'll double check that that's still the high price, but the sun's starting to come out, and it's time for us to make some money. Buddy, you want to talk about parking your freaking thing in the way? Can I sneak around it? Ooh, nope, we're going to pop some tires. Wow, snuck right around there. That's crazy. It loaded a single thing. Okay, that's not quite what I needed, Bubba. I needed all of them, but good try. And boom, we have a full load of eggs, more than we actually, we have more eggs than we could actually haul in one trailer, believe it or not. We are going to roll and get this stuff sold to get our money and make our investments we've been talking about. One last double check, bakery is still the high, so that is where we're going to head. Then we'll do another check right before we sell, if I remember. But regardless, we're going to get about $300,000 for this load, which is going to really help us move forward, buy that land, and build another barn. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to the bakery. Before we pull on in, yep, still the high. All right. Congratulations, boys, you win the bid. I got you a bunch of eggs here. Gonna bake you a bunch of cakes, ain't you? Guys, if you need a cake or some kind of pastry or something, I have a feeling that they're about to have plenty here. By the way, eggs are like crazy price right now. So I highly believe that we're making a lot of money doing this. Sell them eggs and make me money. That's all I care about. Gimme, gimme, gimme. More, more, more. We're up to $583,000. That's what we made off of that load. We're going to open up the door just once, make sure it's empty. Okay, we're good. Let's roll back on home. Okay, we are back. So now let's look into buying this piece of land and putting another barn of chickens on there. Before we do, let me just discount double check real quick. Yep, 5,000 chickens are fed. 5,000 chickens are fed. 5,000 chickens are fed. Another 5,000 chickens are fed. Hear thee, hear thee. All thy chickens are fed. Okay. We do still have eggs, but we're going to just let those be a part of the next batch. Still $84,000 worth of eggs. But we're going to go ahead and buy this piece of land, 207. Purchase right next to us. Now it is ours. 376. Yeah, we should be able to afford at least one barn on there. So currently we have 5 barns plotted out right in that space. And then, like I said, the very front, we could technically put more barns, but I was trying to be courteous-ish to that house, even though, frankly, it wouldn't matter. It really wouldn't matter at this point. We'd probably will have considered that bought out and, like, just part of employee house. I don't know, just, you know. Or maybe someone still lives there. That's also still possible, just yikes. But I'm going to try and continue not putting them up here. Oh, man, dude. But I could fit almost 2 more barns up here. You kidding me? Ooh. Y'all don't know how much money that is. That's a big chunk of change. 2 barns? I wonder if they would settle for 1 more barn. Regardless, I'm going to do this down here. Just try and be as courteous as I can to them. And if we wanted to, we could line them up like here and have room on that backside. But I don't think that's quite worth it. I'd rather just push this all the way down, I think. Okay, I'm going to try and get it as similar as I can, but, you know, it ain't going to be perfect probably. I'm just going to pull it back. Oh, I know it shifted. Well, consider that perfect enough. Let's do it. Let's place it in. I didn't really leave a whole lot of room down here, but we do have enough. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and gravel this all in. And then we will, of course, just do a full gravel in front of the barn here as well. We're going to take this height, or this size right here, and we're just going to run it back just a little ways. Perfect. Now, really, I think we should probably just grass the whole rest of it, because then that's easy for us to replace when the time comes. So I'm going to go ahead and just start painting some of that in, and we'll move on from there. All right, that's going to work for me. We have a really wide, nice opening here, and part of the process or thought there is we can put a centralized feed system in. Now we've got a pretty nice looking place coming together. Let's go put some chickens in this barn and let me put feed in the barn first. Our place is starting to get so big, we might want to get a little Kubota or something just to drive around from place to place on here. All right, got a full trailer. Let's go and fill up our new barn. We're also going to double check all of our other barns, make sure that they have plenty as well. And I will admit, I can feel the fact that this thing has a lot less horsepower than that Deutz-Fahr. But it's a big, heavy trailer we're pulling here, big, heavy load. I understand it. It's not a very powerful tractor. I don't really want to get a smaller trailer, but I don't know. We might have to consider it. Trailer size works pretty decent for filling these barns. I'd like to get a trailer that's one load fills the barn or something like that. I don't know. But that would mean bigger than this. So, might not be doable with this tractor. Guess it's something to consider, but also trying to be sized to that I can get around these lots big. And I don't know. I can do it in the semi, so I could probably get around with a bigger one of these trailers, I bet. Okay, before I get us any more feed going on here, we're going to run down and get some chickens in that barn. We are not having a big barn that cost us $120,000 to build and another $207,000 to get the land for, and then I don't know how much to do gravel and all. You know, there's a lot of costs, and then the feed that goes into it, we're not letting it just sit there for nothing. We're going to get some chickens in here. Starting with Mr. Rooster. Again, please do let me know if it's worth having one of these or not. I do always put one in the barn just in case. Then we are going to start filling it up here. I'm not going to be able to get too far because we don't have a whole lot of money. But we are sitting on another payday coming up, so I'm kind of betting on that a little bit, I'm going to be honest with you. Okay, we're getting pretty low here. I'm starting to get a little iffy about spending any more, so I think that's where we're going to stop. 225 or 2,250 is what we have out of the 5,000, so that'll work for me right now. Okay, we now have, what is that, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 27-ish thousand? And they're already giving us eggs. Look at that. Nice. Love to see it. We're going to have us a good payday coming up. One of the next things we tackle is distribution. Centralized feeding if we can. I don't know. Got to think about that one a little bit more because we're gonna have to bring in that feed somehow. And then, I guess, of course, building more barns. But none of that can happen until we got time moving forward. So I'm gonna top off the barns with feed and get us on into May here. All right, it is May, 6 in the morning. We have $41,000 in the bank account. But not to worry, because we have $380,000 worth of eggs. Gonna be taking these ones to the bakery today. So let's get in the truck, get loaded up, and well, it's gonna probably take more than one load. Because last time we weren't able to get a full load in one trailer. And this time we have even more eggs than we would have had last. So it's probably gonna be, I imagine, 2 loads for this. I think I drove over top a bucket. Whoopsies. And by the way, I did not realize this, but there's corn growing. We have corn. We are the owners of corn. Not a very big corn field, but it'll be pretty, I guess. I'm not gonna harvest it. Sorry. It's just we're not wasting the money on that. Nope. Sorry. I'm also really not keen on picking up just that one. So if I can, I knocked one. Oopsie diddly. Didn't mean to do that. So if I can just back up to like here and avoid picking that up. Yeah. Now we just Scoot that over. Scoot that over. Load them back up. Boom. We avoided the one that wasn't ready. But y'all get the idea. I'm going to continue loading up with eggs. I'll catch y'all once we're done. Okay, we have a full trailer and still plenty more to haul, I think. Actually, not that much. That's fascinating. I would have thought we had more eggs than that, but well. I gotta sneak down to the bakery and say hi to them, aka get my $300,000 check. So, you know what? Let's turn on 3800 the buck while we drive on down there and enjoy a little music. All right, y'all, welcome to the bakery. I'm gonna shut the radio off and we're gonna get our money from these fellas. Once we back up, they got a real quick way to unload this thing. They don't care about breaking the eggs, I guess, because, well, watch how fast they get these things unloaded. It's insane. And, like, they're gone. Oh, I shouldn't have opened the door. See? Now I can open the door because there was room. $409,000 is what we have now. If you recall, we had about $41,000 before we just got our money from them. So a good payday for us. We're going to run back up to the chicken shack and, well, you know the drill. Invest more money into chickens. We back. I'm out here earning money, doing chicken stuff. Gotta feed them. Gonna feed the chickens. Call me Ash because I can't stop till I feed them all. Ash catch 'em. Ash feed 'em? I guess that's me. I'm his cousin. Ash feed 'em. I don't know. All I know is on my wall, my screensaver for my Mac in front of me is a bunch of jellies, dude. I just keep thinking about, what's the sea turtle's name from Surf's Up? Y'all need to help me out here. But yeah, when he's like, you were kicking it with the jellies, or whatever he said. Yeah. In fact, when I walked in here this morning and saw the jellies, the first thing I did was pause, smile, and then do a little wave fin motion, and we go, the jellies. All right, back to feeding chickens. Talk to you in a couple years. All right, y'all, I loaded up the truck. It's not fully loaded, but it had, you know, what eggs were sitting around. So you can see in there, it's got a bit of a load. You know, they always mess up. Part of me wants to go in and rewrite the script just a little tiny bit on how autoload works and add a little logic for it to restack what's on the trailer when it does the autoload process. I think if we just did a little restack, you know, in the process of what's on the trailer to ensure it's all on there correctly, that would help out a lot. But anywho, I haven't looked into that, so yeah, maybe it has it in there and something's just not working quite right. What do I know? I just know it is not ready for us to haul out quite yet. Our corn that we don't care for is growing quite nicely, by the way. Yeah, very nice, actually. Looking great. We're not harvesting that, just so you know. But I wanted to look through real quick and just make sure that there wasn't any trailer on sale yet, because I do want to change our trailer out. Though it works well for the size that it is, for the size of our tractor, it does not. And unfortunately, there's not any for sale, so I'm not going to swap it out quite yet. We've got $304,000, $300,000 in debt. Eggs still coming. Be a little tight to put another barn in, but we could. But it would be... that's pushing it, you know? With all the amount of chickens we got to now maintain and feed, that'd be a little much. So I'm thinking maybe we figure out something to do up here to properly set up a distribution something, eh? So I'm thinking I'm just going to run this right up to there, and we'll open all this up. Boom. Now we're aware, and what do we put in? I don't know if I have any warehouse mods installed or anything. I mean, we could stack eggs underneath that. Bales, filling area. Wow. Okay, that doesn't do me any good. Huh. I don't have a warehouse. Oh, look. A warehouse. Oh, that looks nifty too. Let's add that. Oh, that looks pretty nifty too. Let's add that. Whoa. When they said small, they weren't kidding. Only holds 1,000 pieces? Oh, man. Well, that one ain't very big either. Gee. Look at that tiny little fella, huh? I say, instead, we find a shed and we do that one thingy-majig. What do you say? That shit ain't big enough. No, no, no. Maybe we'll have to have a few of them. We might make that work if we can air condition it. Yo, I think this is going to be our best option. It was originally green, but I changed it to a bit of a white. And I think we're just going to have a few or a couple of them. And then we'll put them inside of here. But that's a good large area. We'll consider it insulated and air conditioned. I mean, I know it's not technically, but we'll say that we did, you know. But now I just want to figure out the placement. So I do want to keep the path on the back side, and I want to keep that path open. I'm thinking we'll put it right here. Go ahead, toss it down, see what happens. Looks good. And to keep this going, do we just connect? Maybe we do, because I bet we could do that again almost. It would stick out just a hair, but we can make it work. All right, so I'm just going to place this one in as well. Boom. Beaut. We got 2 of them. One more maybe. Let's just commit to it. Boom. All right. That's our warehouse now. Heck yeah. We now need to put the things inside to actually be able to hold the eggs. And I need to clean that grass pile up and some other stuff, but you guys get the idea. Ooh, we need an equipment barn still. I think that's going to go towards the back. But we'll make this all of our kind of loading, unloading area. That way we can separate the truck traffic and the traffic that actually goes around the chickens, and we can actually have some proper quarantine going on here a little bit. But with that, honestly, we just need to kind of move time forward. We'll get the stuff added in here so we can actually store the eggs. And this is where we'll use that little front loader. And if a forklift comes up for sale, proper one, and I'll probably pick that up too, but not one of them huge ones. And we are still, of course, looking for one of those trailers as well, a replacement trailer. Let's take a look in our barn here, though. Yeah, this is going to work perfect. I'm going to open all the doors. I'm going to open it up fully, let it aerate for a little while. Why not? We need to give King May a call, have him come out here and install all the refrigeration that we're going to need, you know? So I'm going to have him probably up on the roof, and I don't know. It's going to be a lot of work. Plenty of room, though. So this is going to work perfect. We've got a lot of room in each one of those. Well, I am going to just move time forward. We are going to get into the next month, make a little bit of money, sell some eggs, and as we pass through time, I'm going to get this stuff all situated up front.